Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Fam Sari, and I direct the Asian American and Asian Resource and Culture Center at Purdue University. I hope everyone is doing okay. And thank you, Rose, for being here with me.
Thanks for inviting me, Pam.
No, yeah, thanks. We have been talking quite a bit this past week.
Right.
Just so excited that finally I can be here with you and we can chat a little bit.
Yeah.
Can we start with you introducing yourself then?
Sure. Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about myself. So my name is Rose. I go by Rose. My original name is Xinrui Xu, and it's a bit hard to pronounce. I go by Rose most of the time. I work at a CCO, Center for Career Opportunities, as a career service consultant. And recently, I've been working the role of international student specialist in my office specifically, and that. Um, in my role, I do work with students a lot, like on a one-on-one level, directly helping students and alumni with career concerns regarding, exploring either it's a major or a career path, are going to, talk about like job seeking regarding some specific documents like resume, cover letter, LinkedIn profile, or something that's more specific about like job search strategy. Also help students applying for graduate school and all these kind of career related things that we handle in our office. And this time we are partnering with ARC, right, and to provide this Catch the Career Coach virtual office hours, so that we're hoping that we can get a way to connect with our Asian community across campus during this very trying time.
Yes, thank you. That has been something that it's on our mind, right? How can we help our campus communities think about job search and employment in this difficult time of COVID-19? So, the first question I would like to ask you is what have been some of the challenges that you hear, maybe through your work? What are some of the challenges related to career and opportunities? I mean, we all know how difficult this time is.
Right, yeah. I think just on a national level, we all see from the news, the unemployment rate is going on and things like that. Business cannot run as usual. Something from our side, I've been having student appointments here and there. But one thing that we're seeing definitely is students are not really engaging with us as they used to, like compared to, we're looking at our data, same time last year, we have more student appointments and all different kind of engagement with students. And during this time, it's been hard. And with the student interaction, I would reach out to some student, talk to them about their experience. One thing is that I think just adjusting, adjusting relocation, adjusting financial stress, online learning, missing seeing their friends on a daily basis and things like that. It just putting a lot of stress and challenges on our students as well as to our office, and thinking about how to, help the student and help our clients in the way that they need to. Yeah.
Yes. So, what are some of the so responding to that? We talked a little bit before the
Mhm.
recording that you had a survey out. You are having the survey out right now.
Right. Yeah.
Like to tell us a little bit about the survey, and maybe students who are listening to this or watching this and they have not taken the survey yet?
Yeah, sure. So we put up a quick survey recently just because we're seeing this declining of student engagement, and also we've also learned from campus partners right around Purdue campus about students feel overwhelmed by emails. We have a bi-weekly newsletter right now we're sending out to students called Inside Track, and we see the click rate is pretty good. A good percentage of students do open that survey. Uh-huh, we're breaking out. Are
No,
we?
I think we're okay.
Okay, yeah. So I think a lot of students are opening our newsletter. However, we don't know, do students find this helpful or not? Is this the kind of information that it wants? So we're also thinking about, since we're moving all of our services to still happening, but just virtually, right? We have virtual appointment with students via Zoom or WebEx. We are handling students, resume requests through email. A lot of these efforts we're wondering how we can best serve students with students, level of motivation. So we just launched a survey. We also want to hear from students like about their experiences regarding, internship or full-time job offer. Have they been rescinded? Are they going to proceed? And like, what's the procedure look like? So that's the kind of information we're trying to get from our students.
Okay, wonderful. So if you're listening to this and watching this, if you have got the survey in the email, but you have not followed up, please do, because this will be important for the CCO and for our whole campus, right?
Yeah, and we're hoping to share that results with the campus partners that we're working with in case anybody wants to know more about like what students are thinking regarding, careers and jobs. Yeah.
Hmm, that's all. Yeah, wonderful. So what is the focus of the CCO right now based on the information in the survey, the rolling survey that you are currently doing? What is
Right.
supporting students with their career aspirations?
Right. So we don't have intervention based on the survey results yet. We're still collecting the data, but something that we've been doing since COVID-19, the outbreak, and after students went back, start this alternative learning format in March, we've been doing something. First is that we're trying to move all our services to online format. So before COVID-19, we were seeing the need because CCO is a centralized core office, meaning that we have a very small staff compared to the number of students we have on campus. So we've been trying to, scale up some of our services because on one-on-one like appointments, we can only serve so many students all at once. And we're trying to see, if there are better ways we can make a bigger impact on our student, provide the service they need. So we've been moving to, providing more on-demand resources. Like we have a smart resume review tool that's 24/7 available to students. We'll have mock interview platform with all the other services we have, like kind of career major exploration resource like Road Trip Nation, what can I do with this major, etc. So maintaining all these services and moving them to online has been a priority. And also, I don't work on our employer coordination team specifically, so I don't know all the measurements they've been doing, but I know our team has been reaching out to employers proactively and also trying to advocate for students who got their internship or full-time offer. Full-time offer normally got postponed in most of the industry, unless it's certain industry that got really hit really hard by the COVID-19. But internship offer has been a little bit like tricky. Some of them got canceled, of them got to offer an alternative form, some of them got postponed to next year or next fall. So I've been trying to, one is coach the student to negotiate and advocate for themselves, and sometimes we try to step in and advocate for the students. And some other things we've been doing is really just trying to keep up with what's
Mm,
happening, right? Networking with other colleagues across the country who work in career services, working with HRs. And also we're developing specific task forces, like different small teams within our center to make sure we tackle all different kinds of issues we're seeing right now, like thinking about how can we offer more content, make videos available online, which traditionally will offer in-person workshops. And also we convert one of our annual career fair into a virtual career fair. And I think it's really about achieving that balance of not overwhelm our student, but at the same time make sure that everybody knows we're here available to help all the time.
right.
Yeah,
That is.
that's about the general kind of what we've been doing.
And it's a lot of work to be able to do that. So I'm just grateful for you and other career consultants at the CCO for doing all this for us. And I know you are also doing, mentioned the outreach that you do.
Mhm.
The other career consultants are doing right now outreach at
Yeah.
different cultural centers as well. So again, if you're watching this or listening to this, I would encourage you to check out our cultural centers websites, and also subscribe to the newsletters so that you can find some of the outreach activities that the CCO is currently doing with us. So Rose, um,
Mhm.
and this I'm asking this with also the understanding that this is a
Sure.
very difficult time. Um, the focus is on everyone's safety and health, right? Many of us have to do several different work in terms of caring for our family members,
Right.
um, our right, closest friends and families. So I'm asking this with that understanding. What are some of the things that you would think we all can do, whether it's students, right, or other members, alums, faculty, staff, who are thinking about employment, and I mean employment in general, whether
Right,
students looking for a job or us looking for networking with companies, for example. What
right.
we do in this time um,
Mm-hmm.
area.
Right. So I think as much as this is a very difficult time for the majority of us, and we're dealing with all different kinds of distress and challenges and challenging situation, I think we always see the silver lining of like a lot of people trying to help each other, right? So I think that's like a really heartwarming thing that we're seeing more and more people are helping their neighbors, helping people in your community, helping family and friends to stay healthy and stay strong. So
Right.
one thing that we do encourage our students as I think as a career coach on behalf of myself is really, I think priority is definitely take care of yourself, you know,
Mm.
and give yourself that gracious is that if you don't feel like doing too much, you know, just taking care of the basics requires a lot more than it used to be. So taking care of yourself is important. And if you have some energy or time you want to devote, you know, to if you're a student looking for a job, or if you're alumni looking for a job, if you're alumni who offer opportunities, I think there are a few things that could be helpful for everyone who's thinking about career development. If you're a student, I think definitely getting internship at this moment is really hard, right? If
Mm.
you had one before, what we've heard from some employers, they're going to honor that in certain way, like alternatives, or make it virtual remote internship, or you know, offer some stipend but cancel the program, different kinds of things. But something that you can consider is how can you build like have a meaningful summer experience, if we say for now right after finals, is that to think about are there any kind of micro internship, like smaller project they can work on, you know, not necessarily the full scale traditional internship because it's harder to get these and it's hard for employers to offer these things, right? But still there are opportunities out there for you to develop some professional skills and also practice using your, you know, technical skills you learn from your classes. And also another thing to consider is to work on your personal branding, right? So this time is a really good time for you to reflect on, you know, what you want, who you are as a professional, and have these been reflected on your professional documents, you know, like resume, redo your cover letter, or, you know, really scale up, uh, tune up your LinkedIn profile, make sure, you know, it looks good, it's professional, it represents all the previous accomplishment experiences you have. And a third thing that's really important for job search during COVID-19 and in the near future is networking. Like before, we talked to our students and clients about it's really important to network. You know, a lot of jobs are in the hidden market. They do not necessarily put it out there as an advertisement, but this time has been even more because networking at this moment, even though it might not lead to an immediate job right at this moment, is so meaningful that you can learn about different, you know, learn about the industries or learn about the companies you're always wondering about. And we've heard that from, you know, colleagues around the country is that people are more willing to talk to strangers over Skype or Zoom or WebEx, all of this platform. So it's a really good time to think about, you know, reconnect with some previous, you know, family, friends, and talk to them about their work experience, and also try to meet, you know, make new connections with alumni and other people. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Sorry,
Thank you so
everybody.
much
I,
for that.
I got a cat just like
Hi.
hanging out here with us together. You probably
We
heard,
always welcome coworkers.
yeah, our work workers.
Lovely. So, um, this is the last question for today.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you have any useful resources or links that you would like to share with us.
Uh-huh. So definitely first thing, definitely advocating for what we're doing at the CCO is that get our website. we have our traditional service is also converted to a virtual resource. If you're thinking about, like I said, if you're thinking about doing a rebrand of your personal brand, like thinking about like tuning up your resume, cover letter, LinkedIn profile, you can definitely use some of our virtual resources. And also we're seeing this trend even before COVID-19, there are a lot of interviews are going online, right? If you want to practice interview skills, there are resources there for you. And also, if you want to have more kind of individualized, personalized advice, career advice, or career counseling, coaching appointments, schedule appointment with us. You can schedule appointment with us through Boiler Connect. And if you're alumni, check out our alumni page. You can also reach out to us to schedule appointments. Right? We want to be here to be helpful, and I think that only happens when you start to think about engaging with career development and try to find us out, and we're there for you. We want to provide the best experience possible for you to support your career development. Yeah, so that's definitely one resource, is going to our website. And then there are a lot of interesting resources out there. And Purdue has this career research portal that has listed a lot of useful resources that CCO has been working with different campus partners like the library and different colleges, departments to create this comprehensive resource guide. And I'll provide the links to Pam later.
Yes.
So it's also embedded on our website, but we're known for a website have too much overwhelming information.
Mm.
So that's another resource. And then we have a page that lists all our virtual resources available for you as well. So I think that's also a third link that I'll recommend. In terms of non-CCO resources, I think there are, like, if you're following like Twitter or LinkedIn, there are hashtags about like hiring, and you can check out some like popular blogs. And I'm going to set a link as well. And there are something about, give job search tips in general about COVID-19. And also, I know there are a lot of amazing people out there just updating everybody about the hiring process from their company, or just report their own experience. I would say these resources are really awesome, but when you're looking at this kind of spreadsheet about which company is hiring, which is phrasing, be careful that is self-reported, right? So it might not reflect the overall strategy. We hear from a few companies that they hire in certain area, but they phrase hire in different areas. So be careful, and also be careful about job fraudulence. We've heard about that too. Fraud jobs got spread across, especially during this time. It's sad that people are still thinking about doing that. But whenever you have something in your mind and have doubt, reach out to us. We're here. We're always here to support you, to vet out and go through this job search process and career development with you all.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Rose. I'm so glad that we get to talk. And everyone, Rose will be gracious to send us this link, and we would be at the ARC, would be happy to post this alongside the interview.
Thank you, Pam, and thank you, everybody. It's really been great that we got a chance to work with ARC during this time to roll out such an initiative. Yeah. Thank you,
Yes,
Pam.
and I look forward to having you again at our Lunch and Learns, just seeing you in person.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I look forward to that a lot.
Yeah, collaborating together again in person. Until then, stay healthy, Rose. Stay safe.
You too. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.